Hello, hello, and welcome back to Void Stranger. Let's see. Oh yeah, we were about to look at the little text thingy. Who's talking? Me. And I returned just in time. Good timing. I thought you learned it all in your first run. Nah, I didn't even get void memory in my first run. Let's see. Let's grab the picture that we had, and let's open my drawing program. And let's honestly let's not need to make a snake slow. Let's get that one in there. So let's see. Huh. So 004 044 086 124 196. And then we got locust is equal or bigger than 03 21 49 56 and 77. Huh. Well, this game somehow introduces me to many different puzzle types I've never heard of, including this one. Welcome back, Giant Owl. Thank you. Yeah, I'm... This one isn't that bad. You said that for everyone. I mean, if you don't know the rules of the puzzle, we have established with the pictogram, if you don't know the rules of the puzzle, figuring out a logic puzzle is nigh impossible. The snack was awful. Okay, the snack was awful, but still, even with the pictogram, if you don't know the rules of the puzzle, you can't solve it. And I hate pickrolls. I mean, I don't mind pickrolls. It's just that I didn't know the rules, which means it was kind of impossible to solve, which I feel might be the case here too. This one wasn't that bad. Did you know what kind of puzzle it was when you first stumbled across it? Because I've never seen anything like this. Like, pickrolls is fun. We got bee and locust. Nonograms are cool. The flip, no, but it looked familiar. See, I look at this and I'm like, I have no clue. I have never seen anything like this. I mean, even knowing that it supposedly ends in like letters, supposedly it'll say, Mon was here. Supposedly. Actually, put that. So I know that that is what the game told me. We'll also have a new name. Someone called Mon. Yeah. But deciphering translating language is actually weirdly do enjoy. I mean, I enjoy deciphering, like, to a degree. It's just that I'm realizing I'm not really good at it, or I've only... Like, see, the thing is, to decipher something, most puzzles need to be made to be decipherable, and not all puzzles have the internal logic that'll allow for that, is the problem. Okay, B is this, and locust is... Okay, so... Locust... Hold on, that's extra bold. We might... Yeah. Locust is... bigger or equal than 3, 21, 49, 56, 77. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it doesn't, like, each number doesn't correspond exactly with a letter because it's not long enough. And B... Is it B from Beelzebub? That would be even longer. Or is it B of just B? You'd love the logic bombs. No, you fucking wouldn't. I can do pictures now, but they aren't my type of puzzle that I do for fun. I mean, I enjoyed the Picross game I was gifted. Yeah, I'm not familiar with this kind of type of puzzle. I mean, clearly there's some kind of grid formation. I mean, if it was like a 3x3 grid of everything, then I would just adapt the same alphabet we already know. Like, if you were to draw, like, I haven't grabbed my drawing pad because I don't want to spend like very long here, but if you draw a grid over it, like, I don't know, I guess here and here and here, and then you do one here and here. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Mon was here. That would fit. Yeah, that looks like the alphabet we know. Hold on. If I... just grab this and I'll put it in here because that's a little easier. And then if I give myself a grid like this, and I grab the alphabet again, and then this one would be... Actually, if it's reading right, left, so this one, let's start with that one. That one would be... That would be an M. Yeah, and that would be an O. I think, yeah. Yeah, it's just the letters that we already know. I was like, this does look familiar. Yeah, and that is a W, and that is an A, and that's an S. And that is the H indeed. That's correct. And that is indeed the E then. Yep. And that is the R. And that's an E again. Lovely. Told you it was familiar. But then... So, this puzzle and this puzzle don't have to do anything with each other. So they're two separate puzzles. Like, I knew it looked familiar. We deciphered it and was like, why did we not trust it? I mean, it's not that hard to decipher. This is why I kept the alphabet. Like, this is honestly a pretty easy text. It's just this thing at the bottom throws me off. So we still don't know the whole puzzle. Let's see. B 004 044. Okay, so B could be the floor number, theoretically. Oh, wait, hold on. If the B is the floor number, and then locust is how many you're supposed to have then, or something special meant to happen? Huh. Let me crop this slightly. No. Crop. Boom. Something with floors and locust amounts for B004 needs locus equal or more to 0.3 for something to happen. Floors of nodes. So 4, 44, 86, 124, and let's see. Does that maybe come across with the... Yeah. Oh, I think we found the shortcuts rooms. I think I know. I think I know. It's the floors where we find shortcut guy if we have the right amount of locusts. The floors to find shortcut guy if we have enough locusts. So that's why sometimes you find them and sometimes you don't. Because you need to have enough locusts. But who is shortcut guy? I mean, potentially shortcut guy is Mon. But we don't know. And let's also... add this to here. Translated upper text is correct. Bottom text seems to indicate on which floor shortcut guy will appear. Only if you have nog locus. Is shortcut guy Mon? Luna, you are a smart cookie. I know, right? That took me no time at all to figure out. Honestly, the most confusing thing is combining two puzzles in one, because you kind of logically assume what is down here has to do with something up there. Of course, once you read it, you're like, oh, but like that throws you off a lot. At least it threw me off a lot. Although I'm kind of curious, because we had a shortcut guy in BO86, but in the original, when we didn't have enough locusts. See, did I take a picture of that? I don't know if I took a picture of every... No, we didn't. Do I maybe have that still in my screenshots? 1 second. I really need to clean out my screenshot folder, but I keep thinking, like, what if I need it for something? I don't know what I might need it for, but you know. What if I need it? I mean, right now it's coming in handy. I haven't cleared it out much. Like, I seem to occasionally have taken screenshots of, like, the weird people at the end. Like, in some rooms you see, like, weird giants that are kind of spooky. I was wondering if that was, like, a weird giant room. I don't seem to have taken pictures of the weird giants. I seem to mostly have taken pictures of memories. Yeah. Shame. Because I feel like the weird giants we see have something to do with the peoples, you know? So let's see. Our next shortcut room is 124 if we have 56 locusts. And the other one is 196. Or, well, places where we can find shortcut guy, not the actual shortcut room. Maybe they are the demons, or former people who descended in the void, or could they be prisoners? Who knows? Okay, so now let's talk to the boulder. There used to be a seal here. Oh. Did it now? Nope. Or maybe they literally mean nothing at all and are just for aesthetics. Who knows? One day it simply disappeared. Strange. Don't ask how I know. How old? So the seal in the secret room related to Mon. disappeared. Hmm. I want to check something out, just for funsies. Okay, yeah. Seal in the secret room disappeared, and now we supposedly have Mon walking around again. Oh wow. We went directly to B111. That's actually a couple floors we skipped. Skip from B directly to B11. I love skipping. Well, it's not ideal when you're trying to collect all the secrets. Still a little confused what the hand guys are like. It feels strange to have enemies that run at you so much, and then you suddenly have hand guy that does nothing. Like, what do you mean? They're grabby. Yeah, but it's like they only do something when you... Oh wow. Okay. Feels so soon for a tree. Alright. I mean, to be fair, we did skip like a bunch of floors. There. And then notable rooms. Three. UI access. This is the place we can do shenanigans. Oh, let's check out some more memories. A lone birch tree stands in the void. This area feels safe. And since you've been traveling for quite some time already, would you like to rest for now? Sure. Slowly, surely, dreams embrace you. We can, at the very least, we can give ourselves some more lives and go back to the beginning of the hundreds by switching like the locust and the thing around. But first, memory. Taking down those goons in one fell swoop. Did we always see them in like little pixel thingies? That somehow feels new, or maybe I haven't noticed that they did that in some of them. Look at how cute he is. Wanna know a fun fact about the letters that has no functional use? Sure. And that was so awesome. Oh, that's her. That was so awesome. I keep forgetting to listen to the pitch of the typing to know which character is speaking. And then he gave that bandit that look just before frying his sorry ass. Is he really a king? He is way too cool for that. Please, try to calm down a bit, Your Highness. This has been a long day for you. I know, but I'm too excited to sleep. Hey, do you think I'll be able to meet Johan tomorrow? Maybe he'll show me how to do that lightning spell. He took down... It's excited to meet Johan tomorrow and learn that lightning spell he used. Such magic shouldn't be used lightly, Your Highness. Killjoy Grey strikes again. There's a brand which appears in the trailer for this game, but is not referenced or appear in the game at all. Oh yeah, I think you mentioned that before. Are you perhaps a bit envious? Enjoying the snowfall? Oh, why is it recalibrating? Oh, it's recalibrating because I'm typing. Dang, hold on. The downside of having the recalibration on a handy dandy key. I mean, it's supposed to be a key combo of K and L, but clearly I'm typing fast enough that it's hitting. Yeah, enjoying the snowfall. Our winter has its upsides, don't you think? Your lordship! Forgive me, I almost didn't recognize you without the armor. Hold on, actually, I think this one is a better image for... So, Johan walks up to Grey as she's watching the snow. Grey's blind. Sings. So I don't think they know each other, at least not in person, because otherwise she wouldn't be like, oh, I almost didn't recognize you. And it's actually several otherwise identical trailers. Only one of them is actually working. Huh. Guess we're gonna have to look at that at some point. Allow me to thank you once more for saving Her Highness, your lordship. It was the least I could do. I hope Her Highness is feeling better. She fell asleep, finally. She must have been exhausted after all that. But no need to worry, your lordship. She isn't the kind to get easily startled. Although your lordship did leave quite an impression on her. Please, just call me Johan. So Johan is the one that makes it informal. This is where you are. I mean, this is where I am again. We have been here before. We're doing another grey run on accident, but I don't mind it much because we are discovering a lot of lore stuff. I'm not really a man of lofty titles. I heard you were rather down to earth. Although I didn't expect you to still rush into battle all by yourself. A good ruler does anything in their power to right the wrong. Wait, why am I not calibrated correctly? Hold on. I'm like noticing from the corner of my eye that my... Yeah, I'm tilted. But not in that way. I'm like slightly moved to the side in a way I shouldn't be. Hold on. That should be slightly better. Not as simply their responsibility. Yeah, so Johan is being very... He's pretending to be very noble and down to earth. Alas, not all rulers abide by such ideals. Many horrible things have happened to this country and its people by the result of simple negligence. I wish not to repeat that mistake. Even if it means getting my hands dirty from time to time. I wonder how much truth there is in that. Speaking of which, things may not have turned out so well today. Without your contribution, Lady Grey. As I understand, you held off those bandits for quite some time, all by yourself. I was simply doing my part as the lady-in-waiting. And then some, I'd argue. Do not belittle yourself. I can tell you're not an ordinary court lady, Lady Grey. Or should I say, Grey the Destroyer. So... Johan apparently knows about Grey the Destroyer. So you too have heard of it. I've done my best to leave that nickname behind me, along with my past deeds. But as long as I can serve Her Highness to the best of my abilities, that's all that matters. I admire your devotion towards Her Highness. Still, I can't help but wonder. A fighter of your capability could have dispatched that paltry band of thieves in an instant. Yet you took your time, almost as if you were simply toying with them. When you were fighting those crooks, did you, at any moment, enjoy it? I've been caught. I like kick people's ass. Like, come on, that's not a bad thing. That's tactless of me. Pay my frivolous musings no mind. Starting tomorrow, I'd like to get to know this demon princess of yours a little better. With your assistance, if you're willing. He seems like such a good guy and we know he isn't. Like, damn it. If you weren't such a dick, things could have been wonderful. Alas, all you deserve is the kicking right in the set dick. Multiple times. Kill their asses. Also, hi. Hello, Dark Knight. Welcome back. I'm sure Her Highness would have delighted as well. I'll be looking forward to it, then. Have a good night, Lady Grey. We have her pondering something. I wonder what she's thinking about. Also, look at the beautiful art though. Like, it's so pretty. Is this game a turn-based game or story-based visual novel? Who even knows? It's a turn-based puzzle game with a lot of story elements that you need to discover through progression and careful searching and puzzling the pieces together. Keynotes, she could have easily dispatched done bunch of crooks herself, wondering if perhaps she was drawing it out to play with them, then asks her help getting to know her demon princess better. Seems to on the also she knows she tried to leave that nickname and those deeds in the past earn behind. So the most notable thing is that here, like, even when my first run through, before I knew what was gonna happen, I was very suspicious of Johan because he just seemed too good to be true. Now I know it was, but I'm wondering what the game was here, because clearly he was trying to get closer to Grey in a way, like. Like, I know I was very suspicious of him at the beginning, and then slowly he was winning me over because he seemed like a good guy, and then it's like, oh no, he wasn't, never mind. But I'm wondering if things had been slightly different, I could have seen Grey and him bond, because they seem very similar people. People that started out as just fighters, more down-to-earth people that somehow ended up in court positions and now have to figure all that out. But actually they enjoy the more down-to-earth stuff more. It's also notable that nobody is particularly, people recognize Johan's lightning as magic, but nobody seems particularly alarmed by said magic. Just gonna... We'll go back a little bit, because we have skipped some floors, and it's not very far, and we'll have a little more lives. We just get him to... Yeah. Wait, oops. Actually, that's fine. Wait, is it fine? Did I do a whoopsie? Oh yeah, I did a big whoopsie. I should have thought about this more. Dang it. Okay, I need to not rush through this. That was silly of me. Because I need this guy. I need this guy on the button, which means I need him here, and then I need him down there, but... So I need to... Let's see, I step up here, he runs that way, I go this way, I step up here, he runs that way, I go this way. I need this guy to go left so I then can go right. Of course I have the wings so I can jump and totally cheat. I can just jump over here and then be here and then go here. Or actually, no, I want him to run past me, so I need to go... I go here and just go here, here, he runs here. I go here, he starts running, I go back. I go here. Yeah, he's gone there, so he'll try and run back and I can... Yeah. Just... Although now I'm wondering, is this the part where usually I lose my scepter? Oh! Boulder of Wisdom! So that's in part why we want to go back. So we find these boulders. Although we don't know which region this is and if we already missed an earlier boulder. But we can't go back higher than 100. Well, not unless we use our fourth-eyed friends here, but I don't really feel like doing that. And that would be a lot of steps to retrace. Although we do know a quicker way of skipping ahead now, but... Let's see. So what we gotta do, we step on here and we look up to talk to the boulder. And then what we gotta do is we gotta have this guy... This guy needs to get on the button. So we go in here. We have this guy run here. Then we can have this guy run down. And we want him to run on the button, which means I need to get an extra tile here so I can grab the button. I mean, I can also do it with my wings, of course. So we could just go here, run him there, run him down there, go away. Maybe sneakily grab this so he doesn't run up. Go here. I wonder what this tile's for. It is a suspicious room, though. It's actually... did some going back against a tree. Suspicious room. Yeah, so we go up here, he runs there. Then he goes down there, we go in there, we follow him. Grab this so he's stuck down there. Move that in there. Then we can grab the button. And move said button maybe here. Or maybe we want him to run here because then we can get him to run there and then up there. Yeah. Even the covetous lord showed interest in Locust Idol. Okay, so this still goes... Is it talking about the covetous lord, I guess. Interesting. Even the covetous lord showed interest in locust idols. But the covetous one didn't eat them. They simply liked collecting. Them. Have too many locusts and they would surely... Have too many locusts and they would surely show up bargaining for some. Don't ask how I know. This strongly implies that Mr. Tree Merchant is the covetous lord. Yeah, I'm thinking merchant guy is Mon. And Mon is the second traitorous lord. I'm gonna go... lure this guy this way. And lure him this way. That's fine. Secret? No. What's Mon's brand anyway? Does he even have one? I mean... It would have been... this brand. This guy here. Oh wait, hold on. It straight up just says tree. I just realized it's straight up just a tree. I don't know how I missed that. It is just straight up a tree. Like, I'm looking and I'm like, wait a second. That is just a tree with a little tail. My god, how did I miss that? It's right there. I feel a little silly now. Wait, does that... Huh. Weird detail. Do they have increasing amount of eyes? Bees seem to have 2 eyes. Ants seem to have 1 eye. Someone has 4 eyes. And Tree has 3 eyes. There are 2 with only 1 eye, so no. I still like my theory. Let's see. If we get this one to run over here, he goes here, breaks down. I need this guy to get up. So I go here, he goes here, and then I get him to run over there. Yeah, and then he's stuck there. So that guy goes over there. And this guy goes here. But I need this guy to then maybe be more here. Okay, no, that doesn't work. Yeah, that's a whoopsie daisy. Yeah, I'm screwed. Should have told this through more. I'm rushing too much. Yeah, I'm about to get gotten. Punch him! Punch him now! Great! I know you can do it! Okay. I can get this guy if I... Okay, hold on. If I 1, 2. That's 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. I can grab this guy. Yes. No going here for you. And then I can get this guy going up. And then this way. And I'm just gonna leave. Although I do... Okay, I see. I might have just screwed myself again. I just wanted to know. Oops. Okay, now I'm gonna actually leave. There. Oh, well, this one is important to note. We can mess with the things again here. We could technically get our things to 0 to go 1 higher up, but I don't think that's a good idea. Notable rooms. C. B-O 107. UI access. Plus 4 eyes. I haven't really been keeping track of all the 4 eyes. Probably should. Oh, hello Ilva. Thank you for the raid. Oh, you see nothing. No spoilers for you. Hold on. I gotta paste it thing. Hello, hello. Welcome in, everyone. My name... You're playing Wuthering Waves. Wait, I think I've heard of... What game was that again? But hi, my name is Luna. I'm a variety streamer. I'm currently playing Void Stranger, and it's a game that is best played when you're not spoiled. So that's why I moved away from it. I would highly recommend it, but also if you do want to play it, you probably don't want to watch me play. But thank you so much for coming in. I'm a little frazzled. I'm doing this in the wrong order. But yeah, my name is Luna. I'm a variety streamer. I like playing strategy games and puzzle games, and I sometimes do art. And when I get confused, I seem to tend to like pull out my drawing program to use it as a whiteboard. That's been a thing that I've been doing lately. If you have to raid and run because you need to eat, sleep, or other things, then please go take care of yourselves. But if you can stay, I'd love to have you here, and I'd love to hear how things went. Just with the warning, if you do stay, you might get spoiled for Void Stranger, and it is most fun when played blind. Oh man, puzzles are my biggest fear. You would not like this game. If you don't like puzzles, you don't like this game. But yeah, Wuthering Waves, I know I've heard that name before. I just can't recall what kind of game it was. Avoid logic bombs at all costs. Solve them all for me, thank you. I mean, that is what I'm doing. I've got a whole notepad document. I've got so many notes. I've got so many notes. Okay, you're gonna get spoiled probably. You want to see my notes? I have also before I moved to Notepad, I had a Word document. There's 114 pages of notes. It's a gacha game. Honestly, has incredible story. Oh, sounds interesting. What's the gameplay loop like? Okay, anyone in chat who doesn't want to see spoilers, look away now. But I'm going to scroll through the initial notes. The 114 pages of notes. Which isn't even all the notes I had, because I had 3 separate documents. That's why I switched to Notepad after I realized that Notepad is way easier to use for this. Okay, last warning, look away if you don't want to see. Look if you want to see the madness that is my notes. So, let's see. I gotta minimize this and show that one. These are all of the notes. It's a lot of notes. So it just keeps going. It's almost there. Almost. I mean, it's open world with simple puzzles and enemies, but you can simply skip all that and join the main story for free, which was what I did. Neat. Yeah, that's all the notes before I switch to the other note-taking thing, which I have several tabs, which all have notes on them. So many notes. So many notes. You know, it's a crazy puzzle game when it requires hundreds of notes. Yeah, it's like you have like the basics, or the basic. You have like the actual puzzle of the puzzle game, and then you have like the secret puzzles you find, and then you have the lore that you have to piece together. And we've been talking to rocks to find some of the lore. I call them boulders of wisdom, and they tell us the tea. Honestly, maybe I should call them tea boulders. That would also be kind of fun. Wow, that's incredible, actually. Yeah. And then it has a whole alphabet system that I unlocked, so now I can translate things, which is good. And this is like the notes of just this run, which are kind of sparse because most of like the specifics go into different tabs. This is me trying to figure out what this thing says with translating it. It's a lot, but hey, sometimes I figure stuff out. This one I figured out. Oh, I need to run ads. Okay, I have to run them real quick. Do you guys want the tea on the lore? No way, my brain is already fried. It is a really juicy story though that you get to piece together, because each time you get to basically a pause moment, which is a special kind of tree, like these trees. You get to see a bit of a memory, and I've been starting to piece them together, and it's like the story is so good, and I want to punch Johan so bad. This man in this armor, or this plushy version of him, this man deserves to get his shit kicked. He deserves to I don't know, he deserves so many bad things happening to him. I don't even have words. Screw this guy in particular. He was like, he looked so great, and then he wasn't. He tricked me. Well, I mean, I was suspicious of him the first time around. I knew he was bad, and then I was like, you know what? Maybe I do want to believe in you. And then immediately, he screwed it up. I was like, damn it, you almost had me fooled after like 5 memories. I almost fell for it. How dare you? Betrayal. I know, right? He's such a jerk. Yeah, be right back. I have to run some ads, and then I'll go over the notes that we have of this chain of memories. I don't have it all the way from the beginning, but I have the gist of it. Okay, I might just read up on everything in that case. If you do, you can't talk too much Void Stranger with me anymore because I don't want any spoilers. But like, I can give you the lowdown of where I am right now because it is juicy as heck. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. So juicy, you'll need a raincoat or like a really big cap. Okay, let me make this a little wider so you can see what's going on a smidge better. There. That'll work. Okay. So basically, you start out with just a regular day in the... Actually, do I have some of the memories here? That might be nice. No, I don't think I saved the memories here. Shame. Okay, so you start out getting to know basically the princess, who's a bit of a brat and doesn't want to get married off, and asks Lady Grey, her lady in waiting, to run off, which is kind of what she's talking about now. She chases away all the candidates that she like are potentially marriage candidates, and she's gotten the name the Demon Princess because of it. And Lady Grey quips that at least this time she didn't break any bones, so she is a menace. But Lady Grey says she has responsibilities, so they can't run away, even though I'm like, you should have. So we learn she doesn't like her father, her mom isn't in the picture, the only one that can really like manage her is Lady Grey. And you slowly start to piece together that the person, like, you're running through this dungeon and you are Lady Grey, and like, how did you end up here? Because the intro basically shows you walking up to like a very strange square hole in the ground, and then you start out the game by just falling from the ceiling, breaking your knee slightly. That's why we don't have 10 HP but only 7. and then you find a strange staff, and suddenly you take like small steps at a time instead of being able to walk around as you did before. It's very interesting. And then slowly each time you basically flash back to old memories. So the next flashback, or the last one we had, was them in a carriage ride with the princess complaining like, are we there yet? Now I have to go to this weird country to see this other guy, and like, I don't wanna. And then suddenly you get ambushed, and Lady Grey makes the like observation that is odd. How did a bunch of low-life, know-nothing bandits know about the convoy? And then she holds them off, and then suddenly this knight that they were gonna like visit, that is now the ruler of this kingdom because it fell to ruin, and he came out of nowhere, and he basically brought order back and defeated other armies that are way bigger that were trying to take over the country, and now he's the ruler. And he suddenly comes out of nowhere and saves them, which is also very suspicious. And he said, like, I was wondering why it took so long. So either, like, the fight that we had took very, very long, or it was quite close by. That's all. Also, very funny, in the fight, you suddenly play as the bandit, and Lady Grey is this huge monster with 9,999 HP. And if you do a check to, like, see the enemy, it says, you've made a grave mistake. Lady Grey is so cool. So, Johan comes in, literally from above, summons lightning upon the last bandit, and then the memory fades. And the last thing you see is the princess swooning slightly over Johan, because he is actually quite pretty. And then the next memory, more like Lady Grey, a grave mistakes. Yeah, the next memory, Lily is gushing over Johan, which is new because she has like forcefully run off every other like potential alliance. She didn't want to get married off. And then Greya and Johan have a moment where Johan is like really like almost like too good to be true. Like the first time, because this isn't the first time, basically each time you play this game, you go through all of the puzzle levels, and every once in a while you get a moment with a memory. So we've gone through these levels before, so we've seen these memories before, so we know what memories comes next too. You're saying you could resist someone with lightning powers? Well, I would be hella suspicious of them. If they happen to come to my aid at such a perfect moment, like saving me from bandits that were clearly hired by someone, refused to say who they were hired by, and refused to say how they know about the conflict, I would be suspicious, man. Hey, is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick. You know, you can't say that Johan is pretty. Liam will get jealous. Well, they can duke it out. Johan is like all like down to earth and really like noble. Like, yes, a king should take responsibility to like always make things better and whatever. And then he asks Lady Grey's help to get the princess to like him. So it's like, I mean, he could be nice, but there's just something off about it. And then so what happens? What happens is the princess genuinely falls in love with Johan. And then it looks like everything is great, but then the next memory, you see Lady Grey and Johan secretly meeting up, and Lady Grey telling Johan, I can't do this anymore. Lily really loves you. This isn't right. And you're like, no, they didn't. And then you're like, okay, are they gonna talk that out? And then Johan attacks Lady Grey with lightning because he can't have her stopping his plans. And you're like, oh shit, what is going on? And then in the very next memory after that, he's like marrying Lily, or supposed to marry Lily, and he just brings destruction upon the entire like flipping castle. And you're like, what the hell is going on here? And it turns out he's made a deal with demons and he's sacrificing everyone that came to the wedding for it. And he's being a real jerk about it too. And it's pretty heavily like implied that there was that the deal between them was of a sexual nature. And he rubs that in like hard. It's bad. Just wait till you see things from his perspective. Yeah, he has some kind of boohoo story of like falling in battle and calling out to like any kind of benevolent force to aid him, and then nothing happened until he like just selfishly was like, I don't want to die, and then someone came to make a deal with him, but like, still, screw you. He's Griffith. I don't know who Griffith is. Also, thank you for the hydration, posture, stretch, and look away check, and the health check, so I'll go do all of those things. Not wanting to die isn't very true, but having that, the way he phrases it is selfish, and also sacrificing hundreds upon hundreds of people not to die is like I get you don't want to die, but also sacrificing hundreds upon hundreds of innocent people was kind of mean. Oh, Griffith is from Berserk. I see. I haven't watched that. Or read it. Isn't it? It's both an anime and a manga, right? You probably deserved it. Lily did not deserve to die. And neither did the guards trying to keep us safe. So look away for 10 seconds. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's manga and like multiple animes. Okay. Yeah. And then posture. But then also you see these memories, so you're like, okay. And then more memories come from a different person's perspective, and also you have these memories, which are pictures of someone that looks a lot like Lady Grey and someone that looks a lot like Lily. Only this seems to be modern time. Like that is just a football outfit. Straight up. Like, which is odd because you're like, wait a second, but all of the flashbacks we've seen are clearly from some kind of medieval fantasy period. And this is just like modern day Earth. And we still need more memory crystals for the last one. Yeah, so that is odd, right? And then you also have the lore of the special place you are in, which is the void, I think? We're still not sure. Where the boulders tell you things if you have the right item. So, the boulders tell the story of the Void Lords, where at some point, one of the Void Lords apparently, like... Let's see, because you also meet other characters just randomly. So you meet a giant snake lady, whose name is Till. And Till tells you about... Let's see where it started. Till tells you a story about a long time ago, a Void Lord named Eus ruled over this realm. And they were the person who was meant to judge sins. But as vigilant and rigorous as they were, Eos was endlessly fascinated by sin. We don't know what sin means in this context, though. We don't know... Also, Till is a very pretty snake lady, which is interesting, because we learned something new about Till later. So, one day, Eos did the unthinkable and committed sin themselves. We don't know the extent of their sin, but when the other lords learned of this transgression, their ranks were divided. And... arguments turned into fights, those turned into battles, so stuff went just completely array. Snake room? And in the end, Eos was devoured and nothing remained. Well, one part of Eos managed to slither away unnoticed. And that is Till, whom we meet. And then we also meet some other people. So we learn about Eos, and then we learn from the boulders about others, which are Ad, whom was the one supposedly like in charge of everyone, and they didn't want to believe Eos instigated conflict, and they didn't want to like they really liked Eos, and they consumed all that remained of the traitorous lord. In a way, they became one like they had always hoped. Are they lovers? Who knows? Also, everyone saw Eos differently. Their form would reflect the viewer's one true love, which says a very interesting thing about Lady Grey. Because Lady Grey sees Till as a pretty snake lady. I don't know who the face of this lady is. But apparently, this is Grey's true love, according to that. Becoming one, that's one hell of a self-love. I don't know. I mean, probably not the way they wanted. And then you have... It also seems that all of the lords are deadly sins, I think. B would be gluttony, which B really liked Lord Ant. And... Mr. Tree, or the merchant as we've been calling him, says something about their statues being a waste of space. And now we're starting to think that Mr. Tree is also actually a Void Lord. The Void Lord of Envy, and potentially Mon. Alright, I had to go when I asked last time. Wanted to hear that thing about the letters, as long as it doesn't, like, reveal anything. A kind of Aphrodite Medusa? Oh, Luna's gonna be the Lord of the Seven Deadly... You know, that would be kind of neat. To rule over them, but this seems like a very dysfunctional relationship. I'm not sure if I want to be part of these guys. So you learn something happened to the Void Lords that split them apart. We don't know what. We know that Ad and Eos liked each other, and everyone was torn apart when Eos did something bad, and then some Void Lords sided with Eos, and some Void Lords didn't. We really like Lord Ad, but we don't know which people, like, went against them then. Because it sounded like Mon really liked Lord Eos, or well, really liked, they kept following them. Because according to the Boulder of Wisdom, I can find an exact quote, the covetous lord often followed the traitorous lord around. They were enamored by their skills. Maybe this vacuous reason was enough for them to side with the traitorous lord. Being enamored by their skills, considering the power of Eos to appear as people's one true love, that says something very interesting. To be fair, this is the Lord of Envy, potentially, or at least the covetous lord, so... Next, you're telling us Vlad, Tubersea, Salem, Dunbar, and Belfacor are in the game too. I don't know. Okay, the letters all have a dot in the top left, rest of top clear. It's only the rest that are actually different. Wait, they do? Yeah. Oh yeah. No, X doesn't. I think. Or maybe X is... maybe. Yeah, no. You're right. There's always a thingy in the top left. Huh. I hadn't even noticed that pattern. That's interesting. But yeah. There are several stories running along. And then there's what happens after, because... Well, we are here to save Lily, the princess. And we got to the end, and then we learn we can only take one soul, and then it tells us there's another soul growing in her belly. She got pregnant, and then she ends up saving the baby and raising the baby. Which means that she's raising Johan and Lily's child, probably. So it's a whole thing. Is it like Braille, the writing for blind people, and the square at the top left corner is just to tell where a new letter starts? Not like I know the language, mind you. Actually, I haven't checked if it's like Braille. Hold on. Let me Google Braille. Now the Braille alphabet looks very different. I mean, it could be inspired by it. Like, here, let me grab show you the thing. So here you can see, and then if we grab the alphabet, so it's definitely added stuff. Like, it's not the same, but it could be inspired by it, but it's definitely like different shapes. I once almost got in trouble with a streamer because I added those dots to a repaired version of a broken brand, and she thought I spoiled the letters. I mean, yeah, that would probably, if you just use random dots, yeah, that could have spoiled it. I could see how one might be like, hey, wait, did you just... No, I have a question for you. And ask away. And... Are you enjoying the game? I'm having fun. Yeah, we just need to lure this guy away. glad to hear that. Yeah. I mean, I didn't enjoy the snake puzzle. That I could have gone without that. You know what? I'll just murder this guy this way. And then we go. Yeah, I don't need anything here. You know, this is a slightly suspicious room. Let's take a screenshot. Can't wait till you beat the tutorial. I will say this until you're 100% the game. Okay. Schmalify. Schmalify. BO. Or actually B109. Suspicious room. Oh wait, also UI accessible. That's important knowledge. I love this room. It's suspicious. Father. There's nothing. Whee! It's so hard to move. Let me help. My voice. Goodbye. No, no, no. Yes, yes, yes. Mind. Can you hear them? Yep. Who are you? An unfortunate stranger for you to run into. How long? Not long at all. I will push you right now. My voice. Oh, multiple complaining about their voice. Oh. I'll wake up soon, right? I hope so, before you hit the ground. My back is itchy. Let me scratch it for you. I never believed in anything. Okay, not even yourself? That's kind of sad. Listen. What, you don't want me to push you? Nah, I'm sorry, buddy. Actually, I wonder if we could have pushed those on there. Oh, I should have tried that. Maybe next time. Hey, listen. I mean, we can just go. We don't need to get anything. Just checking if any of these have like a memory shard on them. Doesn't look like it. Okay, no secrets. Oh, we've already been at this one. Hello. Yeah, we can't sleep in this street, so we just... Oh. Another brand room. Or mural room. Let's go. Add a new page. The mural is filled with inscriptions. It reads, "Only knowing rage remains." Okay, so we know it can be 2 words. Interesting. So we know... Yeah, so we already figured it out with the only one. Other one, that it must be something else than only a something remains. So it's probably something to do with envy. Only fle et remains. Only fle. Guess we could look up words that start with pla, but yeah. Wonder what Ringtail's gonna do when multiple Void Stranger streams share a time slot. I don't know. Does that happen often? Okay, we're gonna make sure to take a picture of these because these people seem important. Let's see. So this would be under here. They all look so spooky and in pain. My best. Why? Who else is playing? Yeah. Also, the music is intense. Oh, we have this type of room in here too. So let's... New domain. Oh, we immediately get a boulder of wisdom. Question is, can we get to it? Okay, B 12 new domain. And then B 115. Getting new T. Let's see how to go about this. We need to make sure we can walk over here. So we can go up here. Or we could go like step into there, turn around to grab that. But then we're stuck. Well, we would have been if we don't have the wings. See, we can go here, grab that. Move here, up there, place that. We kind of want this, we'd like it that there. Could grab... See, go... Grab that. Maybe go there, place that. We can step on there. Go here. There. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. What if we step on there? Turn around. Grab this. Then we could jump there. Go here. Turn back. No, we need to grab one of these guys. So we either grab this guy or we grab this guy. I guess we grab that guy and move back to place it. And then we can go on there. Or maybe we grab this guy, we go on there. So we have this here, we face that. We can grab that, then go facing down to place that there. And then we can grab this and place that there. Yeah, that's what we do. So we grab you. Let's talk to the boulder first. Here lies the domain of Lord Tan, the Raging. Well, that tells me exactly whose domain it is. Lord Tan, the Raging. Here lies the domain of Lord Tan, the Raging. So fierce was their nature, while their Void Lords preferred not to. Interact with them. So clearly they are rats. Alas, Lord Tan would remain on their own most of the time. Aww. Don't ask how I know. No wonder they prefer isolation. Everyone calls them a rager. Hmm. Make them go away. Interesting that we got the statues. I think I'll make a note of that. Interestingly, we get the bull statues that disappear after all enemies are defeated in this region. So let's see. I mean, we got the wings, so we just... We need to solve the puzzle when you have wings. Oh yeah, I remember this puzzle. Now this feels like a notable room to keep in mind, because this feels like there's some kind of shortcut shenanigans going on. And also, it is an UI room. So let's see. B117. UI room. Also suspicious. Schmal. Schmal. Yeah, I remember being stuck on this one quite a while. Last time I went through here. Of course, this is gonna be a whole heck of a lot easier with wings, maybe. See, you're gonna break these. I can go 1, 2. You go 1, 2. Need to be fast enough. So 1, 2. You go 1, 2, 3. I go 1, 2. I can grab this for the 3. And then you'll be stuck on this. Wait, I need something to like make the time pass. Although I suppose I could have gone around with the wings. Probably jumping there will get me killed, huh? Yeah, let's just continue. Oh. Boulder of Wisdom. see, what do you say to me? Although shunned, Lord Tan didn't mind being alone. Sounds kind of sad. Like, I mean, I'm glad I didn't mind, but that doesn't sound fun. In fact, they preferred it. Alright, well, good for them. Lord Tan didn't get along with others. Don't ask how I know. Okay. Not beating the dysfunctional family allegations. So to get to this chest, we need to murder all of these guys, which means we're gonna need to... Let's see. We push the boulder like there, and then down, and then there. And then we can push them one back to get on the button. Because the boulder doesn't count as a entity. Yeah. This kind of looks like a 1-8. You know, let's just keep this room, because this seems like it might be symbolic somehow. Because you're using the frog statue to kill something and remove the bull statue. Like, it could also just be to teach you something, of course, but feels just kind of, you know, like something is going on. My back is killing me. Me too, buddy. Me too. Let's see. So I need to murder all of these guys. Which means if I push this guy up, then I could, like, push this guy back one. So I have enough space to put something here. So I can push this guy that way. And then this guy there and up. Yeah. So. You murder him. You murder him. You murder you. Anything, like, special going on here? It's not. This too feels like a suspicious room. Schmollify. Schmollify. Let's see, so I just need to murder all these things. I can push that guy over there. I could potentially... I grab this. If I were to push this guy up, then I could fill that in. And I'd have like an ability to like, push things, like fill this in and then fill these in. But you could also just, you know, I just pushed them to the left, do the same thing there. Tell me the truth. You're a boulder. Mind. I wonder if anything happens if I speak to it enough. Why? Somehow the boulders don't feel like they're very happy with being boulders. I don't know why. No secret here. I mean, we didn't check everything, but... Okay, let's see. So we got this statue we can push. We can push it there, and then into there. And then we could push that guy, but then how do we push it down? I must be tired of a certain someone pushing him around. I don't know what I'd be talking about. I'd be happy being a boulder, I think. I mean, I guess it would get kind of boring eventually. Let's see, if I push this guy here, then I could push them there and there. And then I could grab the stairs. Push them there. And then be kind of stuck. Although I can go around. Because I have wings. I could also push him here. And put a thing here so I can push him there. I think... I don't want to push him up from below here. Because then I wouldn't be able to get them left and right. I mean, being pushed around isn't so bad. Yeah, you're a boulder. You roll. You're fine. I can't really get a tile in here. I could get a tile in here if I just like move back and forth. Which means after I get a tile in here, I could get a tile in here. So I could push this guy here, but then I need to push them there. Then I go around and I push them there and there. But I think what I'd want to do, if I can push him up here, but then I can't push him from down low. So I want to push this guy from the side here, and then I'd want to push him up into one of those guys. That's what I want to do. Which means I need to fill in this. Let me just... I push this guy down. And then... Okay, we want to make him push him back, which means we do need to square there. Hold on. Now we don't want you next to the stairs because you're gonna be a meanie. I know what you're up to. I know your game. I wonder if kicking it from the side will do something. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, doesn't look like it. What if you stand next to him? Nah. Oh, we got a wisdom boulder. I wonder what the wisdom boulder has to say to me. Let's see, B 123. First paste in the image. And make it a bunch smaller. Then get it under there. Oh, wisdom boulder. What wisdom dost thou bequeath to me? Oh, whoops. I forgot about that guy. Whoops. During the battle, Lord Tan was unstoppable. Kinda forgot that we were gonna get bulled. Even when the battle subsided, their rage wouldn't end. Thus Lord An had no other option but to strike their out. Oh no. Down. No wonder Lord Ad retired. First they had to potentially like kill their lover, and then they had to kill their ally. Like, no wonder. No flipping wonder. Don't ask me how I know. Like, who was even left? Yeah, I need to murder this guy and then murder the other guy. Luckily, it's not that hard. Thank you. Any, like, secrets here? I mean, I don't really want to check every single tile. Okay. I love slamming it. Like, it has a nice animation. I don't know if it actually does anything, but the animation is nice. I know for a fact I have checked those suspicious 4 tiles before. Like... yeah. Should write down as this is a locust room. B125. Or not the locust room, a frog statue. Honestly, I don't really need a picture then. At this rate, there'll be no Void Lords left. Exactly. Like, the only one that seems to be left is B. And, like, Merchant Tree. But Merchant Tree was clearly, like, not supposed to be there. But I guess he was... Somehow his seal wasn't... And who knows even at this point. But yeah, clearly we need to murder these fools. So we step out of here. I think we'll... we can't go this way because we can't go... we step out of here and remove this tile. And then kick until he falls in. And then we can move back and remove the tile for him. And then we need to... And then we need to go down and get him to fall into there. Oh, wait. That was silly of me. Okay, so the idea works. Then... I just need him that way. And then because I have wings, I can go back. I knew there would be a secret. Thank you for the resubscription, Whiskey. It's 38 months. Dang. I didn't even realize. Wait, did you like subscribe for a really long time the first time or something? Because like that is insane. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Also, let's note that down that we found a secret room. Outside. That. My secret senses were tingling. I mean, they were tingling in a lot of rooms and they weren't always right, but hey, this time they were right. Okay. Yeah. Little bigger. Here. Plus secret. Ray. Yes, there was a subscription in the secret. The secret's making me appear. You did appear like at the perfect timing. Maybe keep a copy of the room with your nonogram so you don't chase a duplicate secret. Yeah, but it tends to like tell me about stuff I've already found. Because you will have like a grayed out secret. But yeah, I should have a copy of the nonogram rooms. I just don't. Hope you're doing well. Sorry I haven't called streams lately. That's okay. I hope you've been well. I mean, I know I, like, at the end of the day, actually don't have that much energy to hang out in streams. And when I do, usually the streams I would frequent aren't streaming. Because time zone. So yeah, I get it. Life gets really busy. And like trying to do art and to do exercise and to do streams, and then at the end of the day it's like, oh shoot, I spend all of my time on other things. Trying to be healthy and spending time on the computer don't really coincide. Indeed. Okay, it is snake murder time. Oh, come here, snake. Let's see. I need to get this snake on the other side so I can murder them. Here, snakey, snakey, snakey. Let me murder you. Aha. Murder. Solves all your problems. It's a complex lifestyle. It is. Yeah, I hope you've been well. It's really good to see you. Oh, kind of warning, if you want to play this game yourself, you might have just gotten spoiled on several things. But I hope you won't mind that. Oh yeah, this room. I remember this room. Also, we need to do an ad break. My apologies, but Twitch is gonna look at me real angry if I don't. I'd love to hear how things went if you have time for that though. Like I also get coming in saying hi and having to go again. Sometimes life's just like that. But if you can stay a bit and chat a bit, I'd love to hear what you've been up to. Are you still like camping a lot? I hope I'm recalling that correctly. Oh, it's all good. Doesn't seem like my style game, so nowhere. Yeah, it doesn't seem to, but you know, people's tastes can change. But yeah, be right back. My apologies. Give me a minute or 3. Okay, we're back. But yeah, how has things been? It's really good to see you. Let's grab this so we can use that to... Actually, no, we need to go down first, get the stairs out of the way, and then use that for our way back. We just go... I loved when they thought was this. Like, it was like, oh, that's new. So let's see. If I come back here and then place this thing here and then I push this guy out of the way so they get into each other, then I can build my way back. Yeah. I just gotta wait. Nice. Now we just grab this. Okay, so I think we just want these guys to run into each other. And there we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, so here the trick was I wanted this guy and that guy to run into each other. So the trick was using the statue to give myself space without murdering Mr. Schneck. Oh, it's tea time. We're gonna have to round things off. Let's see how far we can get in that time. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait. Oh no, we can murder them all because we have this statue. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this one is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so that's not gonna be it. Oh wait, never mind. Okay, I miscounted that. And then I just gotta murder you. There we go. And then you just move you over here. Going well. Busy time. You Same. Honestly, things have been kind of insane in my personal life in both December and January. And hopefully now things will finally start easing up. But also my mom broke her arm. And she needed a surgery because it didn't heal correctly. And now it's healing pretty slowly because turns out she has osteoporosis, which is the whole reason why she probably broke her arm from the fall. Yeah, it's a situation. So I'm glad I live at home so I can help her out. I mean, she's very self-sufficient, but it's the little things, you know. But that also makes other stuff that I would usually do with my mom like a lot harder, like because I can't drive myself. This is the time I wish I'd learned to drive, but I hadn't had a reason. And if you start to learn, you do also use the skill to like actually, you know, stay good at it. And it's really expensive to have a car. Yeah, it's a bit of a situation. And just my grandparents and my grandma passed away. Like suddenly she went backwards, so it was the whole thing with moving in December all of a sudden, and then it seemed to be fine, and then in January she suddenly like went backwards and she passed. And my family on that side is not very you know how in soap operas on TV you have really dysfunctional families for drama? Unfortunately, my family could very well be an inspiration for that. So it's been a time. And I've been the most responsible adult present. And I'm a grandchild. I mean, I guess the older grandchildren have also been quite responsible adults, but mine's the same, don't worry. But yeah, that's been taking a lot of my time and energy. And also, I'm still trying to fix my general chronic exhaustion situation, which, yeah, aren't all people alive grandchildren? True. But, I mean, true, but I meant the grandchildren of the grandparent that passed away. Yeah, I gotta get these guys to run into each other. Okay, so that doesn't work. Aha! That does. So now I need to get this guy onto here. But then I want to cut him off. Can we just... Yeah, I need you to like behave for a minute. I can go around you. Wait, hold on. Gonna grab that for that. There. Gonna make it myself a little easier. There, give myself a second walkway so I don't need to worry about Schneck. Now I just need you guys to run into each other, please. Kindly. Haha! Time out for Snake. Time out for Snake. Still camping though, yeah. Me and my friends attempt to climb Ben Nevis in July last year in honor of my late friend. Oh, I'm sorry about your friend, but that sounds like a wonderful way to remember them. I hope it went well. Climbing can be pretty dangerous. Okay, let's see. So we need... So this guy's gonna go directly at us. We go to this... Yeah, we go that way, grab that. So 1, 2, that's 1, 2. Then... Go up. There. Let's see. 1, grab. 2, put it down again. Up. Left. Grab. then I can be cheeky and use my wings to go back down here. So he's gonna go fall that way. And then I just and go there, there, there until he falls, and then I make my way back there. Cheat. And we're going. And we already got the memory this one, so we can just continue. I almost died, but that had nothing to do with the mountain and everything to do with it being the hottest day in Scotland at 31 degrees. Oh dear. And the mountain, of course, had no shade or very little. Yeah, that's not good. I also only made it to the log, which is 4 hours up. Wasn't able to go to the peak, but hoping to that this year. I mean, it sounds like it was the smart decision to stop there, because heat stroke can kill you. Like, heat stroke is serious business, and having to climb a mountain in that heat with no shade? Like, dang. And I'm glad you stayed safe and you turned around, and I hope that this year you will have better luck and less intense heat when climbing. I'm not a particularly active person. I was sweating absolute buckets. Yeah, and the dangerous part is when you stop sweating. And of course, because you're climbing a mountain, like, there's only so much water you can carry up with you. So yeah. I mean, I commend anyone who can climb a mountain. I certainly do not have the stamina for that. We also had all our camping gear, so we camped. Oh, okay. That's very heavy, but at least you got to camp at a cool spot. Hopefully, like, cool down there. Okay, let's see. So we go here. If we push this down, we can push this up. Actually, we don't want to push this in there. Because no, actually, we push this down, push this up. We want to push this guy there, so we can push this guy there. And push this guy. Then we need to get... We need to get to this guy in some way. Of course, we can make holes. It was a gorgeous day, and I made it to the log and to the bottom almost by myself. Honestly, that sounds like a success to me. Like, it's always... Like, you know? It might not be the initial goal, but it still sounds like a really worthwhile travel to me. My legs gave out on me as I hit the final walk path. Oh dear. Well, I'm glad you weren't alone, because that sounds pretty dangerous to have happened to you alone. But hey, you almost made it, and with a little more training, I'm sure you'll make it even further next time. Okay, so for this guy, we kind of either need to do that from the bottom or get that one from the top. Because unless if we move this one in here and then move this one down, and then if we could go back around, we could push that one all the way in. That could work too. Let's see, if we... but this one... So this guy, if we move in there, then we can't move either of these guys anymore. So we go this one down, this one up, and then we this one down. No, actually, we don't want this one down. This one down and this one up. Then we get that one in there. Then we could push this one. This one, and we can make a hole here. We could push this one into the hole. Yeah, and then if we got that one gone, then we can close it and we can get that one. So this is this, and this is these guys. We can move that one then, but then we'd be stuck there, so we probably don't want to do that. And then we could push this guy up. Or maybe... So we'd have this. We can push this guy that way. But we need like an opening here. Yeah, this guy up isn't gonna do as much. I think this guy down is the correct one. And then this guy up. And then this guy in there. Because we can't push from up there or from there. So that makes sense. Then we can get rid of this guy. Now we want this guy either from there or from there. I think from there is the only option. But then how do we do that? We can get this guy here. Maybe this guy here. And then I need to get... Okay, wait, hold on. If I push this guy here and then this guy there, I could push this guy like here. Yeah. So we go this guy to the right, this guy to the right. Then I can be at the bottom and I can push this guy up. And I can push this guy up and this guy here. And then I'll have a double here, but I can then push this guy into that guy. Yes. So we do that. And then that. You can go there. You can go there. You there. And you there. Lovely. Luckily, my friends had radio, so I could radio for them to come get me. Oh, you didn't all like walk together. Well, I'm glad you had a radio then. Like, really glad. Oh, I need to... This was the one where I need to make sure that the snake doesn't die. So I need to get the snake more space. Which means... Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I have a little bit. I think we'll go... Grab that. And then this one. And that'll prevent them from dying. And then I need to lock up the bug. And that way they won't murderize each other. You're so rude. Imagine if someone pushed a statue on you while you were vibing to music and doing eldritch hand things. They were in the way. I'm sorry, man. Also, hi. Welcome in. Actually, could you, like, stay there for a second? Now I need to get the button somehow, which means I need to get you out of the way. Okay, maybe I can... I'm gonna put the button here. I'm gonna lock the bug on the button. So I kind of want to release the bug and then trap him down there. And then reverse that. There you go. And then I want to get the snake to the other side. Actually, I want to keep that thing there. And I think I want this statue gone, actually. You're a little bit in the way, my man. I'm gonna follow the snack. Right, I gotta jump, but it's been lovely catching up. Hope to catch more streams soon. Yeah, same. And super proud of how well your streams are going. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, take care. I mean, I have to go pretty soon as well. So, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna push this guy all the way up. We're gonna take this tile, so then when we push up, we immediately can push it. And we can just do that. Just don't forget little old me when you're a big streamer. I won't forget you. Although I don't think I will be a big streamer, but I appreciate the confidence. Likes to catch down. Sighs in relief. Yeah, it's almost over. Luna is a giant streamer. Literally. I'm a big owl, but I'm not giant in the other way. Yeah, part of me is like, I want to keep doing puzzles, but I think this is a good moment to round things off because it is high time I do so. We got pretty far. We got pretty far. Like, we discovered some secrets. We went through some... I mean, we got a bunch of mural stuff. I think this... what was he called again? Mon? Yeah, Mon. Actually, we'll do that in the beginning of the name. So, Mon. And... Dan. Actually, no, I think it's clearer if it's the numbers. Hydrate before ending. Sure thing. You ended it all? It's fine. I know now what it does. It just closes the game. The 2 a.m. urge to puzzle. Yeah, you're so strong to resist it. Thank you. Yeah, it's like, I want to continue, but I know I'm just going to make very silly mistakes if I do. I'm still so proud for figuring out what this means. I mean, I'm now realizing, but it's so clear when you realize, but when you don't realize, it's pretty confusing. Yep, it does close the game, which is kind of like a very dramatic way to call closing the game. Yeah, we're starting to uncover more lore. Like, it just sounds like the Void Lord, one Void Lord made a mistake, and then they all killed each other. It's what it's sounding like. Which is like, damn, if you guys had just like, you know, talked about it, maybe... like, did you guys just consider talking? Talking is really good. Very dramatic for just closing the game. I mean, it is a pretty dramatic... Actually, no, I needed that still. I just realized that's also where I keep my raid notes. Come back. Come back, OneNote. I still need you. So yeah. Let me go to the lounge. I think comprehending it heavily leans if you fully process the implication of the bigger or equal sign. Yeah, I was like, I wasn't... Because it's so small and so pixelated, I was like, I think it's like, that means equal or bigger, or it might just be a sign of something else. You know? I wasn't sure. Yeah, why is there a weird orange line that wasn't there before? Is there a weird orange line here? How would you do that? Old. Very old. In any case, let me look at whom we can raid. It may be orange. It may be. Maybe it's a sign. Let's see. Okay, we're having ads, which means that I can't check what the vibes are. Thanks for streaming. Thanks for hanging out. I really, really appreciate it. It's always a good time to hang out with you guys, and I definitely appreciate people that I'm quite amazed actually that there's anyone that can hang out from the beginning to the end of the stream. I mean, I know my mods also do that, but even my mods have to leave sometimes, and yet here you are getting first and being there till the end. That is like impressive commitment, and it is appreciated. You know what? Why not say hi to this goober? I haven't said hi to this goober in a while. And you haven't said hi to me in a while either. It's been hours. Hi, Ringtail. I said hi to you in the beginning. Yeah, let's just do our usual stream message. Our usual ring. Exactly, hours ago. We've been talking this entire time. Typically, you don't say hi in the middle of a conversation, you know? Yeah. I'm enjoying Void Stranger. Now I'm no longer stuck at the snake puzzle. The dreaded snake puzzle. I did not like the snake puzzle. But it's the end. Yeah, so usually you'd say bye at this moment. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I am thinking of at least this Sunday actually continuing with Invisible Ink because I want to play more of the mods. There's so many cool mods people made and I need to show them all. And at some point we're going to get to Crusader Kings and drawing and all that fun stuff. But for now, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!